It's starting to load up a little bit, just all this idling.
Yeah.
Why is he out there? What's going on? Unless he just wants to get a picture. I guess. Okay, so we altimeter programmed, fuel is set. We're at 200 degrees on the cylinder head, and we're over 100 on the oil.
Right.
That's good.
Okay.
Our fuel valve is on. Our run-up is complete. And then our controls are free and correct. So that's the pre-takeoff checklist. You can just stow that back in there. And if you are ready to go, we will get out of here.
I've been ready for a while.
All right. Roosterville traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, departing 18 Roosterville. All right, we're going to use 1 notch for takeoff. Our flaps are set. Mixture is rich. Kick back. Back and center line. Throttle coming up nice and slow. Airspeed's alive. A little bit of forward pressure. And at about 55 or so, we'll rotate and just lift off. Oh, that was Kirk standing out there.
I didn't think it was Kirk's vehicle, but it was. Yeehaw.
A little bit breezy today.
Yeah, we'll pick up a little bit of a crosswind every now and then. The breeze picks up down there.
Saratoga 4336 Delta is backward 5 miles, just out, going to enter left downwind 1.
Traffic, altitude turning left crosswind for runway 18, Lee Summit.
We'll bring the power back. We're at about 1,000 feet. Bring it back to a more cruise setting here.
Pretty nice out.
Yeah. Boy, just a little bit of haze down along the horizon, but man, what a clear day.
Oh yeah. I don't see a cloud anywhere. Maybe one back here.
So we got Midwest National over there.
Yep, I can almost see my house from here.
Yeah.
Lee Summit traffic, altitude turning left downwind, ending left downwind for runway 18, Lee Summit.
Lee Summit traffic, Skyhawk 668, taking off, 18, Lee Summit traffic.
Bring up the map here. Once we get out from underneath the Bravo, we can go up a little higher. I think it'll smooth out.
Oh, probably.
Starter traffic, number 400, Hotel, inbound at 26, full stop. Start.
going right over Jeff Taunton's house.
Oh, yeah?
From the traffic on the Cedar departing the pattern to the north, we summit.
Yeah. His neighborhood is right here.
Uh-huh.
Summit traffic, Saratoga, 4336 Delta, extended left base, runway 18, full stop. Summit traffic, Saratoga, 4336 Delta, turning 2 mile, final 18, full stop, please.
Miami County traffic, 516 Romeo, the white Skyhawk, clear the area to the north, Miami County.
Summit traffic, Saratoga 82145, we're about 4 miles southwest, moving for runway 18 downwind, please summit.
Please have traffic, Skyhawk 668, departure to the south. Please have traffic.
And Skyhawk, you already airborne?
Please repeat.
Are you already airborne? We're coming across the end of the runway about a mile and a half out.
We are south of the airport on the upwind, departing to the south.
Altitude?
About 2,000 feet now.
Why don't you hold that altitude for a few minutes?
Alright, roger.
Bristol traffic, Sky 521, taking off, 18 southeast departure, Bristol.
It's Bob on the radio. Which means he's probably with a student.
Yeah. I was just talking to that kid. It's his first flight.
That's what I was saying. Probably one of his very first flights. Because otherwise, it'd probably be like, all right, we did that. That was fun. But now you're doing everything.
Yeah. But you could tell that was Bob.
I have you in sight.
Thank you.
Boy, even up here, it's still getting a little bit tossed around.
Yeah.
Endeavour 5080, turn left heading 090.
Station Star Information Foxtrot time 18.530, wind 2209er, visibility 10, strength clear below 1,000. 2009er, 2.02, altimeter 3028. Quick visit approach line, departing runway 17, about to contact Jet Foxtrot.
Alrighty. So they're landing 17 over St. Joe. We're going to head over that way.
Where are you going?
Over to St. Joe. St. Joseph.
Oh.
Rosecrans.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife is very familiar with that area. She grew up in Watina.
Oh, okay. So punch that in direct. And it gives us all of our navigation instruments. So 31 miles, 13 and a half minutes. we're just going to kind of fly out that way until we get a little closer and can pick it up visually. All right, you want to fly?
Yeah, sure.
All right, your airplane.
Okay.
So the thing you'll notice is that it's very, very sensitive.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah, so just small pressures, that's all you need, and very responsive.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the other thing is the sight picture on this airplane is unique, just because of the way the nose is and all that. And so right now you're just about level flight, but
8 off Mike, 3 miles south field. 78 off Mike, ready to proceed direct to the ramp, landing ramp bridge on west, use caution, wind 210 lander. 210 on a roger.
But for me, at my eye level height, if I hold 2 fingers out, I'm between the horizon and the dash, that's about level flight for me.
Okay.
So you might be a little different depending on how high you sit.
Right.
But that generally, we're pretty close to level flight right now. And so you just kind of have to, it's a little hard to tell with the hazy horizon, but you just kind of have to learn what level looks like. Now that's a little nose high, so you can see the altimeter showing a slight climb.
Oh, yeah.
So that 250, that's your rate of climb. So a little bit of nose high right there. Now that's actually a little nose low. So bring the nose up just right there. That's perfect. That's level flight.
Huh.
And so you just kind of have to learn what level flight looks like in this airplane.
Yeah.
And then once you get the sight picture, you're good.
Yeah, the tough part is if you want to put your mind on other items, it'll drift off of it, and you got to pay attention to it.
Right, absolutely. And so you'll hear people talk about in a Sonex, you've got to fly it all the time. Well, that's what they mean. Well, you know, you can correct a small little deviation very easily, but if it gets too far out of whack, pretty soon you're at a 30-degree bank and you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You know? We've always joked that, you know, you drop a pencil and you root around on the floor and you pick it up and you look up and you're like, where am I? Where am I going?
Which way am I going?
Yeah, you turn it off somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we're got to keep us tracking this way a little bit.
Now, using the map, the best way to do it is to put the magenta line basically straight up. That's your ground track matching with the projected track.
Okay.
And then you'll see the plane kind of cocked over to one side as it's crabbing for the wind.
Oh.
So don't so much look at, you know, the orientation of the airplane. Just kind of fly the ground track. I'm going to listen to that ADS one more time.
Station Tower Information Foxtrot time 18530, wind 2209er, visibility 10, sketch clear to low 1000. Temperature 09er, 2.02, altimeter 3028. Wait to visit approach line, departing runway 17, contact jet Foxtrot.
All right, Foxtrot.
Oh, yeah, that sun is great.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's in the wrong place for the curtain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can see St. Joe.
Uh-huh.
A little choppy. Wow.
Yeah, and very little rudder in flight.
Yeah, very, very little.
Yep, you can almost, in cruise flight, you can almost just ignore it. It does not take a lot of very small deflections. So you'll notice it, you know, in maneuvering flight, obviously, you're going to need rudder.
Are you trying to stay at 3,000?
It was just about that. I wasn't going to go up any higher just because we got to stay below the 4,000-foot veil.
Right.
But we're just going to be coming down in a few minutes anyways. So yeah, just 3,000 is fine. I briefly thought maybe we'd go up another couple of thousand to get above the haze and the chop. But then, you know, what's the use, right?
Yeah. It is pretty hazy. Do you practice leaving only one hand on this, or?
I just rest my hand on my leg and just kind of hold it comfortably. And you can fly with either hand, you know, and there's no real problem ergonomically. Obviously, with the center throttle, it kind of, at different times, you know, you want one hand on the stick so you have a throttle hand.
Right. That would be practice is here, this hand.
Right, right. But in cruise flight, you know, when you're not messing with the throttle, it doesn't really matter. And I switch off, you know, back and forth. But yeah, just a light touch on the stick will allow you to put those small pressures. And it's a little bit more work on a day like today where it's kind of bouncing around a little.
Yeah.
Boy, day by day, the snow is disappearing. But I don't really mind. But
What was that?
just day by day, the snow has been, you know, going away.
Yeah.
Even just a couple days ago, a lot of these fields had snow in them still. But if we could get weather like this all of January, that'd be pretty good.
Definitely. I try to ride the motorcycle at least once a month.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can identify the airfield out there. Probably still a little ways away. This is kind of gets in my way.
Yeah. I think it's just slightly at our maybe 11:30. I think that's it right out there.
I think you're right.
All right, I'm going to make our initial call.
All right.
Pedro Tower Experimental 604 Charlie Mike.
604 Charlie Mike, Sage there.
Pedro Tower 4 Charlie Mike is 15 to the southeast, inbound for landing with Foxtrot.
604 Charlie Mike, Roger 43 to southeast for runway 17.
3 to the southeast for runway 17, 4 Charlie Mike.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because I can see downtown St. Joe. I can see the river, so it's going to be right in there.
Yeah.
And we'll have to go downwind to turn to come back, right?
Right, yeah. So actually, this is perfect. So we'll just be in a good position to aim for the midpoint of the runway, and then we can make our downwind turn. And so we've still got, well, we've only got about 3 minutes, so we better start coming down. Okay, you'll feel the nose drop a little bit as the power comes off. And so just, 500 foot per minute descent is good. That'll keep us at about 120, 130. Yep. Oh, yeah, there's the first bend in the river right there. So, yep, you're perfect.
Take her goes by a little bit. Yeehaw!
Yeah, we're starting to get back into the chop.
What elevation are you aiming for?
2,000.
Okay. Yeah, there's 229 right off our nose. 229 goes around.
I see what the airport is, but I can't actually identify the runway.
I just lost the phone.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I was messing with it, moving it around.
Yeah. We'll find it, I'm sure, when we get out. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, I got it too.
All right, I'm going to bring some power back in, and we'll just sort of level off at 2,000.
Well, I can definitely see Elwood. Oh, I got the hangars now. Sorry. There's so many little things going on.
Yeah. You know, if they paint the tower cab like bright yellow or something, it'd really help out.
Yeah, you could barely see it.
St. Joe Tower, Terminal 4 Charlie Mike is 3 to the southeast.
Fort Charlie Mike, Roger, in the left downwind report base.
Left downwind, we're at base. Terminal 4 Charlie Mike. All right, I'll take over.
All right, your airplane.
I got it.
Fort Charlie Mike, got you in sight, check wheels down. Wind 21011, gust 14, runway 17, clear to land.
17 cleared to land, Fort Charlie Mike. And we're going to make a touch and go and then depart back to the southeast.
Fort Charlie Mike, Roger, clear, touch and go.
So flap speed is 100.
Roger.
So I'm just going to slow it down until we get down below, and then I'll drop in the first notch of flaps. A little gusty, so I don't think I'll put on full flaps. I'll just leave it at 1. We'll do it like that.
It ain't much, is it?
No, it's only about 10 or 15 degrees, but it just kind of sets up a nice descent. Feels just a little bit of the float, and so I don't usually make flaps up landings, but a lot of times I'll just use 1 notch.
Oh, the taxiway is bigger than our home runway.
Yeah, the sidewalk to the porta potty is bigger here.
want to land over there, you got my permission. Is that your stall indicator?
Yeah. All right, so mixture rich, throttle coming up. A little bit gusty right on the ground. That's unusual. Normally there's trees and stuff to break it up, but there's nothing here.
Charlie Mike, left turn out to southeast is approved.
Okay, left turn for Charlie Mike. I actually think it's smoother down here than it was up at 3,500.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We'll just stay at 1,000 then.
So Sarah's dad's shop is just right over here.
Okay.
He's a diesel mechanic.
I think that looks pretty good. All right, you want to fly some more?
Yeah, sure.
All right, your airplane. Gonna put my arm back here. Joe Tower, experimental 4 Charlie Mike is clear to the southeast.
604 Charlie Mike, ready for change period on your flight, sir.
Thank you, we'll see you next time, 4 Charlie Mike.
When did you know to do that call?
Well, I just was looking at the map, and once we're out of their airspace, we're just letting them know, hey, we're out of your hair, we don't need you. And so, sometimes they won't give you anything, it just sort of is assumed once you're clear, you're clear. Other times, they want to know because they have other things to do.
Yeah.
And they don't have to worry about you anymore.
What was your airspace indication?
The blue dashed line there is the class Delta depiction on the map.
Oh.
And so I just noticed that we were crossing over the border, and that was it. And then, of course, we have the distance, you know, we're at 7.4. So I just, once I noticed it on the map, I just confirmed that we were beyond that 5 mile. So you got that tower right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we were not far from that thing at all.
Yeah. Well, this the Dynon has an obstruction database.
Yeah.
So, you know, it'll give you those little yellow chevrons.
Yeah.
Those are towers that are close to our altitude but below us. The red chevrons are above our altitude. So there's one tall tower back there that's actually, you know, more than 1,000 feet tall.
Yeah.
But we're clear of that.
Yeah,
and then it'll also, when you get close, it'll give you an indication on the synthetic vision in front of you that an obstacle's coming up. So I first noticed it on the PFD, and then I was able to look out and spot it out in front of us.
Bravo.
Mark 1 Tango Foxtrot, so maintain 4,000.
So this is Kansas City approach.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll just sort of listen in and see what they got going.
So what's this purple line?
That's our old track. It still is displayed on the map because I didn't actually clear the route.
Okay.
So that's just you know, we could backtrack right along where we were.
Oh.
Roosterville is over there a little bit because I didn't start it right from
Yeah,
Roosterville.
I see O and O right there.
Yeah, but if you just aim for the lake, we'll just use that as a visual checkpoint. So just out in front of us is the lake.
Gotcha.
And then once you hit the lake, we can just sort of follow along the shore of the lake and then back on over to Roosterville. Or actually, I want to go see if Ray is hanging around his hangar.
Okay.
So let's go over to Midwest National. So I'm going to pull up the menu.
All right.
And by recent, there's GPH. I'll hit direct, and there it goes. That'll give us our direction line, 31 miles, about 14 minutes. And so we're just coming underneath the 4,000-foot ring of the Bravo. So that's what that outer ring is.
4,000.
Starts at 4,000, and then the next one starts at 3,000. Then, you know, continuing in, it gets lower and lower.
I do see the tower right off our nose that's depicted right there.
Okay.
I see the beacon flashing on it.
Yeah. Good.
I've climbed those before too, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Extra money.
Yeah. I only climbed one tower in Iraq, and I instantly regretted it.
Why?
This is 0 Romeo Bravo. Turn left heading 09er, jump to the box turn real quick.
Yeah, why don't we jog one side or the other? We don't go directly over it. I wanted to get a good, I was in an Iraqi military compound. I wanted to get a good lay of the land. There was a little crow's nest up there. I thought, oh, this would be a perfect place to really see what's around us. It was a shaky old tower, and I thought, oh, man, this was a mistake.
Yeah.
But it didn't fall over, so.
If they're built right, they won't.
Yeah.
Cessna 0 Romeo Bravo, turn left heading 360.
Heading 360, Romeo Bravo.
Cessna 0 Romeo Bravo, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270, 170, Romeo Bravo.
Well, it was smoother back over by St. Joe.
Yeah, it was.
We haven't gone that far, and it's already quite a bit bumpier.
Fox 1 Tango Foxtrot, descend and maintain 3,000 miles downtown airport inside, 11 o'clock, 10 miles. Fox 1 Tango Foxtrot, clear to approach runway 19er. Fox
point, Echo Foxtrot. There's traffic 11 o'clock and 5 miles. Unsure of the type, but they're headed for downtown. They are talking to downtown tower.
I really appreciate the opportunity
Echo
to...
Foxtrot, connect downtown tower, 133.3, good day.
I'm happy that we got a chance to go. A lot of times, it's like I'm heading to the airport. It's like, if I'd have planned ahead and I knew I was going to be flying today, I could have told somebody. Somebody could have gone along. But it was a last-minute thing, and there's just no time to try to line anything up.
Right.
So I try to take every opportunity where it will work out, because so many just don't.
Well, I'd like to be able to get a chance to do this so I could operate the plane and be able to put the inputs in and feel, so if I'm going to make a turn, maybe a little bit of left rudder,
Yep.
and then coming back, maybe a little bit of the right rudder.
Right.
Don't just get to go fly and do that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and this is the unique airplane. It's small, it's sporty. I really love flying them. But a lot of times, you're flying in a Cessna.
Yeah.
And although, every airplane has its own little quirks and all that, they're all pretty consistent. And so you don't get a chance to really grow your skills until you really try something that's quite a bit different.
Right.
And so trying a variety of airplanes is really good. I wish I could fly more different types of airplanes. But anyway, yeah, I love taking people along and letting them see what a Sonex is all about. I think one thing about the Sonex that's really good.
Says 7937, Kansas City approach, descend and maintain 10,000, expect visual approach, runway 19 left.
It really kind of helps you develop a sense of finesse, because you don't need those big, clunky control movements. You're not horsing back on the stick,
turn left heading
just finessing it.
250, Romeo Bravo.
I've got a target right off my nose that I'm going to pay attention to.
Okay.
And not just that.
Says 7937, proceed direct to Zasbo. Jet 7937, direct to Zasbo, Zulu Alpha, Sierra Bravo Oscar.
I'm kind of a product of, all of my early flying, which was just all visual navigation. And so I very much navigate visually. I look for known landmarks and things like that. I like having this. It's a great tool, a great asset. But even with that, I still spend most of my time, I kind of get going in the right direction. I look ahead and I find something and I just kind of fly out there.
Right.
And then do it again.
In fact, I believe off our nose out there is the water tower and the hospital and all that for Excelsior.
Yeah.
I know that is right into the
50 Juliet Mike, Kansas City approach, international altimeter 3025, maintain VFR.
Plus, I live there. I kind of know what those look like.
Right. That's why I always like when I move to a new area, you don't really know the area until you get up and see it from above. Then you start seeing how everything is interconnected.
Yeah.
After that, you're good. Kind of got a good visual mental map of the area.
Sir, Romeo Bravo is 5 miles from Zodka, turn left heading 220, maintain VFR, clear for the ILS runway 19 approach.
560, clear for the ILS, 19 approach into the mountain town, 170 Bravo.
Scooping around a little bit.
Yeah.
While I'm maintaining altitude.
Jazz 7937, center maintain 4000. Cessna 0, Romeo Bravo, contact downtown tower 133.3, good day.
133.3, good day. Where we go?
Start listening in on Midwest National's frequency.
Yep.
You know, going into St. Joe, that's a co-use military airport, and so the controllers are used to dealing with military traffic. You know, those C-130s that are there and other aircraft that come through. And so it always amuses me when I come into something like that, and they do the same thing. They always do the check wheels down, because that's a required call-out for them, for military aircraft.
Yeah.
But, you know, just a small class Delta, they're going to get a mix of retrack and non-retrack, and they don't necessarily always do that.
Yeah.
Military or co-use military airports, they always do. For whatever reason, I don't know, it's just silly. It always gives me a little bit of a kick.
What's our distance? Where's the show our distance?
Right here, so 10.2, that top line right there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, DTW distance to waypoint. And then if you notice the rings, the white ring is that's a 12 statute mile ring.
Oh.
So we're just slightly, it's just on this side of the 12 mile ring.
Gotcha.
So you can use that to kind of gauge distance also visually on the map. And then as it resizes, it changes the ring. So now it's at 8 miles. So we'll see it's just beyond the 8 mile ring. So you can kind of use that to do a quick estimation of distance. So we're probably also landing 1-8. So what we'll do is we'll stay in on this side of the airport, and then we'll just cross over midfield and then enter on downwind. So that'll be our plan. So if we go this way just a little bit, it'll help us square up across the midfield. We don't need to go a whole lot, just a little.
Okay, so this is
Midwest National, helicopter 824 Tango Echo is 2 miles to the southwest at 1,400, climbing to 2,000 and departing the area to the southwest, Midwest National.
So he's going out.
Yep, we're going to be landing that direction.
Well, he's departing southwest.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, there's one guy in the pattern, one guy leaving the pattern, at the very least. Those are the two guys I just called. So we're getting those black diamonds are the traffic that are showing up on AU.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the guy leaving, going there. Yep. There's the guy that's in the pattern coming back. You know, he's on the downwind.
Oh, yeah. Got the arrows on it, too.
Yep. So the numbers are their altitude, you know, pluses and then above you by that many hundreds. So he's 100 feet above us, and he's 300 feet below us.
Oh.
And then the arrows are the direction that they're flying.
Yeah.
And then a little...
Traffic, 455, turning
sometimes there'll be a little plus or minus because they're climbing or descending.
Right.
All right, we're at 5 miles. I'll do our first call.
Oh, I see the airport.
Yeah. Midwest National Traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike. 5 miles west, we'll be crossing midfield, entering left downwind for 18 Midwest National. So just take us until we're basically, you know, we can square up a nice perpendicular turn, and we'll go right over the top and make our left downwind entry.
Midwest National traffic, ground 455, turning final for runway 18, full stop, Midwest National.
That guy called on final. And I'm looking, but I don't see him just yet. Which doesn't surprise me. They're hard to spot on final. Oh, there he is. He's half-mile final now. Got him in sight.
Got him.
Guy looks like he's well gone now.
I got him, yeah.
And we'll give him an update call here.
All right.
Midwest National Traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike. 2 miles west, we'll be crossing midfield, entering left downwind for 18 Midwest National.
Awesome. Splitting the runway here. My neighborhood is right there.
Oh, okay.
Just under that water tower.
Yeah, cool. All right, go ahead and turn the downwind. I'm going to just bring the power back a little bit. We'll start getting slowed down. Midwest National Traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, turning downwind, 18 Midwest National.
Midwest National Traffic, Skyhawk 455 is clear of the active Midwest National.
All right, I'll take it from here.
All right, you got it.
Midwest National Traffic, Cherokee 8144 Alpha is 10 to the southwest. Inbound will be a left downwind for 18 Midwest National.
I think we're just going to do a low approach here. Now we'll just do a touch and go. I don't want to stop because I just want to get a look. If Ray's there, we'll come back around. Maybe.
All right.
Midwest National Traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike. Base to final, 18, touch and go, Midwest National. So you can see the effect of the wind. You know, I've already got a crab, you know, a good 20 degrees.
Yeah, I see that. Whose hangar were you talking about?
Ray with his Sonex over here.
Oh.
From the chapter.
Get out of the way, bird.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
Guys are always just trying to make our life difficult.
You got a lot of runway.
All right, mixture goes back to full rich. Throttle coming up. Whoa! That gust lifted us right in the air.
Yeah, it did.
That is not what I had in mind. And Ray's not there.
Darn.
One of the perils, I suppose, of touch and goes in gusty conditions. That doesn't happen very often, but it, I guess every now and then. Yeah, Ray was rehanging his Aerobee, and he got it mostly back on yesterday, and he was thinking he was going to come out and finish it up today. So he may have already come and gone today.
Oh.
But I was kind of hoping to catch him out here to see how things were going. Midwest National Traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike, departing the pattern to the southwest, Midwest National.
And Midwest National Traffic, Cherokee 144 Alpha is 5 to the southwest. Inbound will be a left downwind for 18 Midwest National.
Oh, so we're going straight at him. That ought to be fun.
That him right there?
Probably. We'll just kind of deviate over this way and see if we can steer clear of him. coming right out of the sun too, so that's not so great.
He should be right over here. There he is, right off our wing.
Okay, good.
My last lesson, Bob and I went right out here into this nothing and did stalls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. I like, just maneuvering the airplane. I like doing turns. I like doing ground reference and stalls and just getting out and enjoy it.
I really have enjoyed doing the turns while we've been up here.
Yeah. Gonna go see if maybe Dennis is hanging out over here.
Liberty?
Yeah, Liberty Landing.
I've driven through there and talked to people, but I've never actually landed.
It's pretty short. I mean, it's doable, but it's a little on the short side. But the runway was covered in snow up until just even a couple of days ago it was.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it still is, but kind of curious. How many lessons now have you had with Bob?
3.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, your airplane handling skills are coming along great. I mean, you're flying it fine. I mean, absolutely. So, whatever he's doing and whatever you're doing, keep it up.
What's the call letters for Liberty?
I don't know. It's on there if you can read it. Or MO4.
Runway 18 to the southeast summit.
Oh yeah, I see Dennis's hangar open. The problem is there's no published frequency, and so you never know.
Traffic, 346 kilos,
driving around down there.
to the east, inbound practice, GPS 29 approach, plan circle, land 18.
Yeah. I see him standing there.
Yeah, there's people driving around too.
We've got traffic, Ball 959 here, Mike turning left downwind to runway 18, we summit.
Give him a flyby here.
I'm down.
This much vertical on easy 5 feet here, 3 mile final, runway 21, climbing down.
The more time I spend in an airplane, the happier I am.
Yeah.
Almost 200.
Yeah, I got to be careful all over. Speed is.
That runway looks pretty wet.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Ball 959 here, Mike turning left base to runway 18.
That's a cool looking plane. He was waving pretty hard.
Yeah. Give him one more going the other way.
Traffic, Ball 959 here, Mike turning climb off for runway 18, we summit.
Overspeed.
I got it set to Warren just a couple of miles below V&E. But it's an easy thing to do. This plane is pretty sleek. In a nose down attitude, it'll pick up speed pretty quick.
Yeah, I noticed.
All right. Well, let me get the engine lean back out here. Let's go over this way. Go up just a little higher here.
Traffic Skyline 11 Whiskey is departing 18 Richville.
Say, we just went right by somebody right there.
Really?
And now it's...
Traffic.
Might have been a ghost image from our previous loop. Sometimes the ADS-B signal gets reflected back at you. I don't know if that's it or not, but...
Well, I mean, it's pretty close to us, and it's...
Yeah.
You don't think it's...
I don't know.
I mean, it seems to be right on top of us.
Please on traffic.
Right here.
Left crossing runway 18, leave coming.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. So it was somebody.
Yeah.
The traffic, Cessna 772 Bravo Lima, 4 miles to the south, inbound for 1887.
Please on the traffic, Scott 346 kilos, 5 to the east inbound practice, GPS 291, plan circle, land 18. Please on it.
Please on traffic, Mall 9590, Mike on left downwind for runway 18, leave coming.
Lee Summit 360 stills on a 9-mile final 18, Lee Summit.
Allen County traffic, Cessna 5607 Alpha is 10 miles to the north, 2005.
Number traffic, now 1266, taking way 18. We stay in
When you get up here, you can hear a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Because the radio signals.
Yeah, this frequency, too, just covers such a big area. You know, we were even here in Miami County, almost at St. Joe.
Wow.
I mean, that's like 80 miles away.
Yeah.
That's a big area.
772 Bravo Lima, entering a left downwind for 18, Lee Summit.
Okay, I thought you might like to just do a few more turns, just while we're out here.
Yeah.
So, your airplane?
Alrighty.
Since you said you enjoyed that aspect of it. So on this airplane, one of the things you'll notice is that the nose appears to be in a different spot, whether you're turning left or right.
Right.
It's because of the sight line over the nose. So you'll notice that. So if you put it into a 30-degree bank,
Traffic, Scott 346 kilos, 2 miles east, inbound practice, GPS 291, plan circle to land on.
so like right now, that's really nose low. So we're at about a 500 foot a minute descent. Bring the nose up. A little more. Right about there. So that's pretty close to level. And then when you go the other way, it'll be a couple inches difference. It's all about your sight line. And so don't let that fool you.
Right.
So what you want to do while you're kind of getting a feel for it is set it up what you think it is. Start your eyes down here and see if the altimeter is climbing or descending. And that'll confirm or deny whether your nose is level. And so if you see the altimeter starting to unwind, then you know that you're a little too nose low. Yeah, bring the nose up a little bit. And then you'll find that spot where the altimeter is holding consistent. That'll help you develop that feel for where the nose ought to be in those turns.
December traffic, 6968, turning crosswind for runway 18. December.
And Lisa with traffic, Scott 346 kilos, about 1.5 to the east. I've got that other traffic in sight. We're turning left downwind 18, Lisa.
Traffic, Mall 9590, Mike
Lee Summit 360 stills, 1 mile final on 18, Lee Summit. Lee Summit traffic, 772 Bravo Lima, traffic.
And Lisa with traffic, Scott 346 kilo. We're going to make a right 360.
All right, too much chatter. Got to move off at that frequency.
Who are you looking for?
Damn. That's not bad. Now it's coming down a little bit.
Yeah. Yep, so the nose needs to be a little higher.
Who are you looking for Denver?
Denver.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be this far away. I suppose if you're flying a Gulfstream, you could be in Denver in a couple, 30 minutes. How long does it take to get there at 650 miles an hour?
I don't know.
All right, so let me show you something. Let me just demonstrate a 30-degree turn. So,
all right, you got it.
So on this airplane, the slip ball is up here at the top.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can refer to that if you have a question. But like I said, these are 30 degrees. So if you put the uphill one level with the horizon, it's a real good indicator for a 30-degree bank. Now, you can almost just put it in a 30-degree bank and then just kind of see what happens. Like right now, I'm not really holding any pitch, and so it's just kind of doing whatever the plane was trimmed to do. And we're a little bit coming down, so just a slight bit of dropping. So I can just put a little bit of back pressure in and just move the nose up just a little bit, and then hold that and see how that does. Now the altimeter has stopped unwinding, and so right about on the horizon when I'm turning this is about right. And then if you overdo it and you're just kind of steadily holding, but it's just a little bit too much, now the nose is creeping up. And I see the altimeter starting to increase, and our speed is dropping off. And I can see, oh yeah, that's too high.
Right.
So I can relax my back pressure, or a very, very slow forward pressure to bring the nose back to the horizon about like I want. Okay? So try that. So just make a couple of circles like this, so your airplane, okay? And just watch that nose and just kind of modulate your pressure. Now the other ones, you're just going to need a little bit, left or right as it tries to roll out or overbank just a little bit.
Yeah.
So just a little bit to kind of keep you at 30 degrees. And just focus on that nose position. And you can cross-check with your altimeter. So right now, altimeter is going down.
Yep.
Nose was a little bit low. Now nose is a little bit high. Altimeter is coming back up.
Yep.
Right about there as you're on the horizon. Altimeter has stopped. Airspeed is steady, so you're right in that perfect groove. So just do that a couple of times and get that feel. And you can actually kind of just, see how the plane's starting to roll out a little bit. That's the natural stability is starting to level us. So you need just a little bit more aileron to keep us in the turn. Once you get beyond 30, you'll start to get a little bit of overbanking, and you'll need a little bit of opposite aileron to keep us from getting tighter and tighter. So you just kind of have to play with it, depending on how steep the bank is, to kind of hold that bank angle that you want. But yeah, just bring the nose up a little bit, cross-check, watch, yes indeed, I'm a little too nose high, altimeter's climbing, airspeed's dropping, let the nose come back down and find that level. I always like to say, you fly this airplane almost entirely by sight picture over the nose.
Right.
And you just want to kind of dart back to your instruments and cross-check. And so you're just staring at that nose position, and you can see very small changes of position of the nose. And that's really what you're watching for. Then you say, okay, I think that looks about right. How do I check? Well, I cross-check on my altimeter. Altimeter's not moving at all. That's right.
Yeah.
That's holding steady. And if you notice that, your attention was diverted, and now you notice you're a little bit below where you wanted to be, or a little below the horizon, you can say, well, that looks a little too low. But dart my eyes over, I cross-check, yep, altimeter's going down. Sure enough, it is too low. So you can kind of use that to kind of confirm what you believe already be the case. Okay, why don't you put us into a 30-degree bank going the other way?
All right.
And we'll do a few circles the other way.
I was going to let that traffic go the other way first.
Yeah. That might be the same guy just sort of circling around out here with us. I wonder if he sees us or not. He wants you to get in close so you can shake his fist at us. Yeah. I'll see you next time. You know, the nose is quite low right now. And notice the altimeter is really unwinding, so you got to bring that nose up. So bring it up close to the horizon, and then you can kind of get it fine-tuned. So keep coming up. Coming. Okay, now hold that.
Yeah.
And now it's coming back down again.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. The whole idea is for you to kind of get a sense of, you know, how to get the nose positioned on the horizon, and then cross-check. So it's still pretty low. So bring it up closer to the horizon.
It's a whole different animal from this angle.
It is. Yep, it's very noticeable. Okay, that's looking pretty good.
Get better.
All right, so the nose is just a little bit low. Our altimeter's very slowly winding down. A little bit more back pressure, right about there. Hold that attitude.
Yeah, we're getting to a point where we got to grab some more altitude.
Yeah. So we're at a cruise power setting, so we can throttle up and climb back up, or just do a cruise power setting climb and just raise the nose up. 100 miles an hour works as a pretty good climb speed. So just pitch up till you see 100, and it will take us right back up in no time. All right, so the nose is still just a bit low. Bring it up right there. Now hold that. That's a little too much. Right there, right there. So hold that attitude right there, and then just kind of dart back and cross-check. Yeah, I know. It's still a bit brisk out, even though it's warmer than it had been. A little brisk. All right, let's maybe do one more set or so, and then I think we'll head back. Okay, so that's a pretty nose low position.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So you got to bring that nose, keep coming up. You're still haming down. Keep coming up. So you're still going down. Bring it up right there. Now hold that.
I got a target in my window.
Yeah.
I forgot to even do that. That's Auric over there.
Oh, yeah?
I got a friend that lives there that I was in the guard with.
Huh.
He was active duty at one point, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've got, my sight picture is these two lines where they meet the windshield. If I keep that horizon between those two, I was pretty level.
Okay.
I'm going to do one more set, but going the other way.
Okay.
Now that I've got that sight picture.
Yep. Now, the sight picture is going to be different in every airplane,
right,
but the mechanics are identical.
Yeah.
Every time you get in a new airplane, you're going to figure out what it looks like, burn it into your brain, and then you're going to fly on sight picture, just like that.
Yeah, getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. I like flying turns like this because it really kind of helps show the relationship between how things interact with each other. It's not mechanical, you know. It's not crank it till this and do it till that. It's much more about seeing and interpreting and kind of putting it together. And you kind of assess, where am I? Am I in a good spot, or am I, do I need to do something to get to where I want to be?
Yeah.
So you're constantly looking at all this information. And then as you get more experience, you'll start to pick up peripheral vision clues.
Yeah.
You'll start to hear the engine start to sag.
Right.
And accelerate.
Right.
And when you hear the engine RPM start to come up, you think, I must be going down.
Right.
The engine's unwinding.
Yeah.
You know, all those things will start to come out as you start to get better at at picking up the little nuances. And so compared to 15 minutes ago, you know, you can see it's already starting to lock in.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
All right, let's head on back. It's directly behind us.
All right. No too much there.
One of the nice things about the Sonex, doing a steep turn or a 45 or even a 60-degree turn, doesn't really feel like you're going to fall out of the sky.
No, it
You know,
doesn't.
It's like, yeah, we're just turned a little steeper, but not a big deal.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to be coming into the outer ring, which has the 4,000-foot floor.
Okay.
And then that next ring is the 3,000-foot floor.
Okay.
So somewhere, you know, halfway in this ring, we want to get down comfortably below 3,000.
Okay.
And so we can start kind of easing our way down to pattern altitude now, or we can wait a little bit. But we want to just kind of be mindful of where that ring is.
Okay. Well, I can see GPH over here.
Yeah. It looks like it might be in, you know, a little bit of down trim as we burned off fuel. Is the nose wanting to come up? It looks like maybe it is.
I think so.
Give you a little bit of down elevator trim. See if that makes it a little easier to...
Yeah, that did it. Pretty high here, I'm sorry.
That cluster of white warehouses is right on alongside the freeway.
Yeah.
That's about where that ring starts. So between here and there, we need to go down at least about 500 feet. So you can see it's not an emergency descent situation.
Right.
It's just we want to plan ahead so we arrive where we want to be comfortably.
Right. And we'll arrive there comfortably. The plane is in the right configuration.
Kind of go back to Roosterville's frequency.
Downwind for runway 1837.
Yeah, there's traffic.
Jack 5 Tango Uniform final 1828. Roosterville traffic, 734 Papa Echo, taking runway 18, departing to the south for Roosterville.
Departing to the south. Or landing to the south. I'm not sure what he said. But that's got to be that guy there.
Tucson traffic, mall 9590 here, Mike turning left crosswind for runway 18, lead summit.
I'm going to give it just a little bit more.
Thunder traffic, 61 Delta Victor turning into a left downwind for a full stop, 26 Gardner.
I'm going to bring the power back a little too. All right, start getting slowed down since we got to come down anyway.
Tucson traffic, Tucson 668, turning left base for runway 18, lead summit.
Tucson traffic, mall 9590 here, Mike turning left downwind for runway 18, lead summit.
Roosterville traffic, 55 Bravo Juliet, 3 miles to the east, so enter left downwind 18, Roosterville.
Oh, that sounds like Craig.
Cessna 43 Alpha is about 2 miles southwest on the 45 to left downwind for 26, Gardner.
Gardner traffic, 61 Delta Victor is on the left downwind for 26 for full stop, Gardner.
I got Roosterville.
Roosterville traffic, Cessna 734 Papa Echo, departing Mary to the south. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you can see the hangars.
Yep.
Tucson traffic, Tucson 668, final runway 18.
So we're gonna come in and then turn downwind. So let's aim right for the hangar row. That'll put us in a good spot to make our entry.
Gardner traffic, 61 Delta Victor, left base, left downwind to left base, 26 Gardner.
Looks like we got a second
traffic,
one.
mall 9590 here, Mike turning left base for runway 18, lead summit.
All right, I'm gonna bring a little power back in now that we're slowed down and dropped down a little.
Victor, left base to final 26, full stop, Roger.
Carter traffic, Cessna 43 Alpha, left downwind for 26, full stop, have traffic on final. Gardner traffic.
I'll try to get out of your way quickly.
I'm just up having fun, no worries.
Tucson traffic, Mall 959, clear Mike train final for runway 18, lead summit.
Roosterville traffic, Sonex 604 Charlie Mike is on a 45. We're downwind 18, Roosterville.
Roosterville 55 Bravo Juliet's final 18 Roosterville.
All right, I'll
How you
take
doing,
it.
Jeff?
You got it?
I don't know if that was Bob or...
I don't know.
Gardner traffic, Cessna 43 Alpha, left base, 26, full stop, Gardner.
Tucson traffic, Mall 959, clear Mike Cisco, runway 18.
Roosterville traffic, Sonex downwind 18, Roosterville.
Lead summit traffic 69668, turning crosswind for runway 18, lead summit.
Lead summit traffic, Bonanza 48 Bravo, leading off runway 18.
West, inbound Ottawa.
Roosterville 55 Bravo Juliet's clear of the runway, Roosterville.
Definitely Craig.
Roosterville traffic, Sonex short final 18, Roosterville.
Tucson traffic, Mall 959, clear Mike train left crosswind for runway 18, lead summit.
And auto traffic, Cessna 3's into the downwind for runway 17.
A lot of weird noises.
Yeah, just the tail wheel clanking and banging. And
That's not Craig's normal airplane.
I'll back taxi behind you guys in that Sonex.
all right, we're going back to the hangar, so. Yeah, he was saying he just sold his Cessna and said he loves that thing. Like, it's so small and nimble, and like, I know the feeling. You get hooked on a small airplane.
Yeah. That bogey struck.
Bit of a shimmy going. Just sort of a harmonic sometimes that'll get set up.
Is that a handbrake?
It is. So it's got a single master cylinder that drives both wheels. Just set up on a lever.
Aye.
Problem. Carrying too much throttle. And then the shutdown is just super simple. Is pull the mixture to starve the engine. This is the main shutoff that burns all the lines out. Go to idle cutoff, and then just everything gets shut down. So
Oh, cool.
we flew hour and a half.
Nice. That's fun.
I'm going to program the fuel that I'm going to dump in here in a second. 0.3 gallons. That'll set me at a starting gallon of 12, and I'll check it next time with the dipstick to make sure that's correct.
Got it.